Our person of interest in this episode is none other than Isaiah Lord Thomas. Isaiah came out of college and was drafted by the Detroit Pistons, the lowest ranked team in the NBA at that time. Isaiah was tossed into the deep end of the river. He was only 6 feet, 1 inch tall, but he was tough as a nail. What Isaiah lacked in height, he made up in determination, a will to win, and a no-back-down attitude. He set out on a mission to make the Detroit Pistons become a team to be reckoned with. Isaiah Thomas became the captain of the Detroit Pistons, and they started to work. He and his teammate worked their way up, but Isaiah recognized that it was the Lakers with Magic, the Celtics with Bird, and the 76ers with Dr. J and Moses Malone were the team to beat. For him to make any stride, he had to learn from these teams how to win. So Isaiah and his teammates worked their way up in the NBA. Isaiah was a very great player, a great passer, a great shooter. Nobody could dribble the ball like him. He was one of the greatest team players. As the captain of the Detroit Pistons, he was determined to win at any cost. But Isaiah recognized in this, the mountain was too high to climb. Every time he came up against one of these big teams, they knocked him down to the ground. So Isaiah formulated a plan. He said that if he was to become a champion, he and his teammate had to be tougher, rougher, and better than his opponent. So he came up with a methodology and presented to his teammates, and they bought into it. He also got his coach Chuck Daly to buy into the plan. So Isaiah and his teammates came out to play, and the whole NBA fans and players recognized the difference in the play of the Detroit Pistons team. They were rougher, they were tougher, they were better. They were given the nickname, the Bad Boys. Isaiah and his teammates bought into the name, the Bad Boys, and used it to their advantage. Wherever they play, people recognize them as the Bad Boys. They were the team the fans love to hate. They make great strides, and every now and again, they were able to defeat one or two of those big teams. But there were also another problem. There was a young team by the name of the Chicago Bulls who were also trying to make a name for themselves. But Isaiah and the Bad Boys would not have none of it, because they know if the Bulls only get a foot in the door, it would be a problem for them. So Isaiah and the Bad Boy Pistons eventually became champions after many battles. And they became champion the next year. That is to say, they were back-to-back champions. Isaiah and the Bad Boy Pistons were taken down the next year by the Chicago Bulls. And after the game, they walk off the court without shaking the hands of Michael Jordan and the Bulls' teammates. So people thought that the Bad Boy lacked sportsmanship. But Isaiah and the Bad Boys were just living up to their name. They paid a great price for being the Bad Boys, especially Isaiah Thomas. He was left off the Olympic Dream Team to Barcelona, Spain. And Isaiah lament about this up to this day. Isaiah, you are a bad boy. You were bad to your friend Magic, but Magic forgave you. You were bad to Larry Bird, but Larry Bird forgave you. Because Bird and Magic recognized that you were only trying to get a piece of the pie. And that is what we call hardcore. But Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen still have a beef with Isaiah up to this day. But we want to say, there was a gold rush, and Isaiah and the Bad Boys went in and got 2 bags of gold. Michael Jordan and the Bulls, they went in after and they get 6 bags. So what is the beef? Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, man up. Whatever Isaiah did to you, make you better, a better player, a better person, I hope. Don't forget what 2 of our heroes taught us. Nelson Mandela was in prison wrongfully for 27 years. And he came out and said, forgive them like it never happened. And Martin Luther King, who had paid the ultimate price with his life, was preaching nonviolence and forgiveness. So I want to say to Scottie Pippen, be a man. And to Michael Jordan, to whom much is given, much is expected. Isaiah Thomas had to live up to his name as a bad boy because he was the captain of the bad boy Pistons. And he had to lead from the front. So it made no sense for him to come up with a methodology and have his team buy into it. And he is the leader and not leading. Isaiah is no bad boy now. His teammate, Lambert, Dumas, Vinnie Johnson, Dennis Rodman, Rick Mahorn, John Sally, all have nothing but love and respect for Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas is now a commentator, and he has nothing but good things to say about his former teammates and competitors. Magic, Bird, Jordan, etc. Isaiah is a great businessman, a great father, a great husband, a great family man. Isaiah, may God bless you and your family in all your endeavors. Thank you. When the lion roar, everyone listen. Please subscribe to the Lord Lyon Hard-Core YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell and send us any comment you have in the comment section below. Thank you for listening and stay tuned for the next episode.